Hey y'all, welcome to today's video. In today's video, I'm going to be doing, another one of these candidate spotlights on Stacey Abrams. I would honestly at this point probably end up be doing one on like AOC, but honestly, I can do a mini spotlight. She's a terrible candidate for almost every demographic, or almost every major demographic. The only somewhat major demographic, and I say somewhat, that I think that she would maybe be above average with is, or two, possibly some Hispanic Latino voters and possibly some white liberal voters in cities. But that's AOC. Anyways, on to Stacey Abrams, who's obviously going to be the majority of this video. Just wanted to go. I'm probably not going to be doing AOC. I basically just did her, and I probably won't do MTG either. MTG is terrible. She's strong for white rural voters and maybe decent with the white working class, but other than that, she's also really weak. So yeah, their videos would both probably be pretty boring. Anyways, for Stacey Abrams, I think with the white working class, she's actually sort of underrated. I think she's actually a solid candidate for the white working class. I think that with suburbanites, she's a meh candidate. I think she's pretty strong. I don't think that she's like anything special. I don't think that she's like bad. I think she's probably maybe a bit above average. I think she's like pretty solid for suburbanites. I think that with black voters, she's definitely very very strong. Maybe the best realistic Democratic nominee for the black vote. I think that she would honestly do very very well with both urban black voters in the Rust Belt and in the South, but also a lot of rural black voters in the South, which I think is definitely a strength of hers. I think that not necessarily that like other Democrats wouldn't like be strong with both, but I think that she is like, or some Democrats are still extraordinarily strong with both, but I think that her extraordinary strength with both like almost transcends it. It's a very very strong strength that she has with traditional conservatives. I think she's not very good. I think she's pretty meh. I think it kind of depends on the GOP nominee. I think that she would probably lose Arizona. I think with Hispanic and Latino voters, I think that she's not terrible. I think she could be a lot worse. I don't think that she's like as good with Hispanic and Latino voters as she is with the black vote. I think she's probably similar to Hispanic and Latino voters as she is with the white working class, so that's probably a gauge. I think her two strongest demographics, or three rather, if you exclude Hispanic and Latino voters, are probably black voters, then white suburbanites, then white working class voters. Which I think that definitely I think it's definitely a bit drastic of a difference, but I do think that she I think she probably falls somewhere between, I think in like the best case scenario for her strength with the Hispanic and Latino voters, or the best realistic scenario is probably around her strength with suburbanites. I don't see it getting any worse than with the white working class, so probably somewhere around there. So it's not like a whole lot of space to maneuver through, but it's something. Um, but I think she's probably pretty strong, so that kind of gives you, at least in my mind, a bit of a gauge. I think with white rural culture educated voters, she's all right, like meh. I think a lot of these demographics, she's like pretty average, maybe a bit above average, which is, like it's probably a good thing for her. Especially when she is very, very good for her base, or a lot of her base with the black vote, pretty strong with the white working class and with Hispanic and Latino voters who make up a fairly large portion of swing votes, or also probably part of her base in some states. And then her strength with suburbanites will probably just help to shift some states to the left, which would obviously help her. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like below. Stay tuned for my next video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please comment your suggestions down below. And yeah, I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye.